What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet 49ers podcast. I'm your host, JT. My co-host is my dad.
Hey, I think I see Garendel. There's a Garendel sighting.
Garendo!
Yes, Garendel. There was a sighting. All right.
And multiple sightings.
All right.
And I saw him zooming off.
Yep.
Well, first number like.
And subscribe.
Cue the intro music. So the 49ers won today. We're doing a podcast.
Woo!
Yeah. Game.
I know we are. One. You want to do it? I'm totally in for it. Let's do it tonight. You know, something to be happy about, something to be excited about. Yes.
Well, let's just go through all the plays. Not all the plays, but like important plays.
Yeah. The Niners beat the Seahawks.
36-24.
Yeah. Before we talk about that, we were talking about what happened last time. We were trying to do the preview for this podcast, for this game, but we had technical difficulties. Let's just say that. We recorded it, but for some reason we couldn't upload it to YouTube. Right, JT?
Yeah.
So that's why we didn't have the preview.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. But we are down right now trying to get this post-game podcast up. So to all the Niner fans, we're there for you. Let's do this. So, yeah, Niners won in Seattle on Thursday night, 36-24. And it started off pretty early. You know, we got a little momentum going.
With Malik Mustafa getting an interception. But then he got hurt.
Yeah. But it was a great interception.
Yep.
I think
it's a 33-yard line. Pinned at the 3-yard line.
Yeah. His momentum kind of took him out afterwards. I was hoping he would make some kind of a return, but hey, that it worked out. We were able to stop Seattle and capitalize after that.
Yep. And then there were a bunch of field goals after the turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Or after that turnover, got a field goal, couldn't capitalize on the touchdown.
Yeah, we got Matthew Wright, our new kicker, interim kicker, kicked a 25-yard field goal. Yeah.
And then we made the Seahawks punt, I believe. Yeah.
Seattle didn't score until like late in the second quarter.
And then Debo got a 76-yard touchdown with a bunch of yak.
That was pretty. That was a really nice catch and throw, and he was able to break a little hand tackle after Debo caught the ball. It was thrown perfectly, you know, a little short, so Debo had to slow down and come towards it, which actually was advantageous because then the tackler flew right by him, and Debo just raced down the left side and got his touchdown. So that was great. That was great to see. What else happened after that, huh?
And after that, Laviska Shenault fumbled. It was recovered by Bethune, forced by Darrell Luter.
Oh, yes, right. That's right.
It was a great field positioning, but ended up being a field goal.
Once again, yeah. So that Matthew Wright, once again, at the Seattle 23, not exactly in the red zone, but we had to settle for a 41-yard field goal.
And then the Seahawks got a field goal at the end of the half, which made the score 16-3.
Yeah, we ended up kicking 2 field goals in a row, right? Before that one?
Yeah.
So, yeah, once again, we were in the Seattle 17, and we had to kick another field goal. So basically, 4 out of 4 times that we were in scoring position. I'm not saying red zone, but we came away with 3 field goals and 1 touchdown. So that was a little bit scary for me. Because if we're not capitalizing and actually getting touchdowns, we're letting the door open for the opponent, Seattle, to come back.
But I would say that our red zone offense was much better in the second half. You think so?
Yeah. Oh, much better for sure. But our special teams kind of got a little loose at the second half
Yeah.
too. So yeah, like you were saying, at the end of the first half, 16-3, Niners were up. Um, so what happened in the third quarter, JT?
Well, also, I mentioned before the first half ended, Jordan Mason got hurt, and then he was out for a bit. And then he took X-rays, and then in the first play of the first half, Jordan Mason ran for
Second
like,
half. Mm-hmm.
or sorry, second half,
Yeah.
uh, ran for like 7 8 yards, but then he was out for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised that he was out there already. So that means he must have got the okay from the doctors or whatever medical staff. He made that run like you said. Wasn't even tackled. Ran out of bounds, and after that he never came back. So he looked like he was trying to loosen up his arm, his shoulder, and whatnot. But I don't know what's wrong with him exactly. Why he couldn't come back in,
He has
and
10
why
days
he
of
went out
recovery.
again. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's worse than they thought, or maybe Shanahan was just too scared to risk getting Mason even more injured, and maybe he would lose more time. So if we can win without him, that's probably the best recipe. And hopefully that's the real reason why Mason didn't come back.
And then after that, George Kittle got a 10-yard touchdown.
That was a close one. That was in the, what is it, left corner front, a pylon of the end zone. That was a tight
Yeah, toe tap.
toe tap. I wasn't too sure. I was afraid that on replay it might show that he might have stepped out, but man, he did a perfect job. Perfect job at catching that, keeping his feet in bounds. Great throw by Purdy, of course, too.
And then uh, a 97-yard return touchdown from Laviska Shenault.
Oh, that was. What did you think
Yeah,
about that one?
it made me so sad because it made me so sad the special team is so bad. It's always been bad. Like, it's just painful for it to happen.
Exactly. I mean, we were having a lot of the momentum going, and then it was totally shifted with that one kickoff. Um, it might have been a little short. These are not Jake Moody kickoffs where it goes to the back of the end zone or anything. This is like barely at the goal line, sometimes short of the goal line, and then they return it. They get a running start, and then our coverage unit is just so mediocre at best, and constantly missing tackles or maybe not staying their lanes and everything. So it was terrible. It seems like a replay of the other games, like the Rams and the Cardinals game, where we had the lead at halftime and then we just let things crumble. It was a little nerve wracking for sure. So 97-yard touchdown return by Laviska Shenault, like you said. And then things didn't get a whole lot better. Seattle kept another drive alive and was able to get a touchdown, right?
Yep, they got a 1-yard touchdown with Kenneth Walker. And then that made me really scared because I was like, oh my god, we're going to blow a 20-point lead now.
Yeah,
It
then
was 23-17.
yep,
They're one touchdown away from
taking the lead.
winning.
Yeah. Oh man, then we get to the fourth quarter. Now, in the fourth quarter, there was this controversial replay that happened Um, I think it was maybe Chenault also.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't know.
maybe.
I don't know who exactly it was on the Seattle Seahawks, but the ball bounced. Somebody had pushed Conley into the kick returner, punt returner. Sorry, and um, they had a flag for that, but then they said no, he was pushed in. And what Conley didn't, run into him on purpose. So they declined that, and then they had to replay. Shanahan challenged whether or not the ball had touched the punt returner, and from the short view that we had, that I looked on TV without replay, I couldn't tell if it had touched anybody. But after replay, what did we see?
We saw the punt returner had his finger touch the football and it bounced up.
Yeah,
And somehow the refs
so
didn't
clear.
see it because their reviewing tech, I guess, isn't good enough.
They could not. They Amazon has special cameras and views and whatever zoom lenses that the referees don't have. They're not have they don't have access to. So that was just wild. So it was very apparent. So it was very frustrating that we didn't have the ball in Seattle's side, and all the momentum too. On top of that, if that had happened, instead they kept the ball. So that was frustrating.
And then Bernard Green, he picked it off from Geno Smith. His first career start, first career interception.
Yeah. That was a nice play. It was two Metcalf down the middle. It pretty much floated forever, I think.
Yeah, both the rookies got interceptions.
That's right. Yeah,
This is
Mustafa and
great.
Green. Well, that's fantastic. And then, Green returned it back for some yards, and that was great. I believe that one ended off with Brock Purdy passing it to who else? George Kittle.
A 9-yard touchdown. He's getting a lot of touchdowns this year. He's like at what, 4 touchdowns?
Mm,
A lot.
That's great. Well deserved. Well deserved. We went for a 2-point conversion with a Patrick Taylor run up the middle. We didn't get it. Let's just say that. So, score was kept at 29-17. Next thing that happened, I think Tyler Lockett.
9-yard touchdown after a long defensive drive. It was like 30 plays.
That long, huh?
Yeah.
It's like we couldn't stop them. They were down. They just kept on getting the first down. I was freaking out a little bit there for sure. Um, yeah, but after they got that touchdown, it was 29-24. So we're only up by 5 points. A touchdown by Seattle, easy. They win. They can win this game. Uh, Luckily for us, we have a secret weapon called Isaac Guerrero.
Yep. 76-yard run. And then he slid before he reached the touchdown. But if he went a couple more yards, he would have been over 100 yards. But then he lost 100 yards.
Yeah, he was at 100 yards right there, but then he ran the next play and lost a yard or two or something like that. So he went under 100. So unfortunately, this is not his first 100-yard game. This is his first 99-yard game.
Yeah, so close.
But smart. I was like, why is he sliding for? Or I thought he got tripped up. Um, and I thought, oh man, he could have had a touchdown, his first touchdown. But then you said immediately, said, no, that was the right thing to do. It was a smart thing to do. This way we can run the clock out. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't thinking about that at all.
You swung longer and no touchdown.
But yeah, I think it touched. I
That's your
mean,
dream.
it is a little risky, but having a 12-point lead with like a minute and 15 seconds left, it's not that bad. That's a pretty sure thing too, but better to run the clock out, control it, force them to use their timeouts. That is a safer way of doing it, yes. But Isaac Grendel looked great. This is exactly the play that he needs. He's not much of a bruiser where he's going to be breaking tackles, but once he can get past that first box of tacklers, linemen and linebackers, after that, it could be off to the races. And that's exactly, I think, how Grendel can make his money. He just needs to get into open space and use his speed. It was a perfect storm for him for that one.
And then Kyle Juszczyk got
Juice,
a
juice, juice, juice.
touchdown.
Not as deserving. He should have been to Garendo, but this is how it went. That's fine, no problem. But I wish Garendo would have got his first rookie touchdown.
Yep.
That's too bad. Or 100-yard game. He got neither. That's all right. But yeah, Juszczyk punched it in, and by that time we had forced the Seahawks to use 2 timeouts, so that's good. So they were down to 1 timeout.
And then it was turnover on downs, and then the Niners won.
The end. Yeah.
Heard the Niners won like 6 games straight against the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think we've had their number for a while there, for a little bit of spell.
Used to be the Rams, but they beat us twice in a row.
Oh, yeah, that's sad.
Cardinals. But yeah.
So, okay, how do we do in the sack count? I mean, we are like, Gino got sacked like crazy last week. I think it was against the Giants, right? I think maybe 6 sacks. How many did we get in this game?
1 at the end of the game. Because of Sam.
Samo, that's great. I mean, I'm happy for Samo. Man, we need some sacks. We need some losses.
Loss of yards. Close.
He's always so close. So close. Just tipping the ball, just grabbing at the jersey, but not getting it done. It's frustrating. I wish it could be more happening on the sack front.
He's kind of a game wrecker today. I know he didn't get any sacks, but he was
that's how Bosa is. Yeah, he's high PFF graded. He does well against the run, pressures the quarterback. It just doesn't get the SACKs. That's all. Which is a big deal, though. I mean,
but is it worth like how much he get paid? Like $20 million?
Oh, probably more than that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
$35 million.
You just hope he's a game wrecker, whichever way it is, I guess. Last week he got an interception, so Bosa's working hard. That I do not doubt. He barely gets even off the field. If you look how many snaps he takes, he pretty much doesn't take a break.
They had a bunch of no huddles.
Seattle used a lot of no huddles this time, for sure. I noticed that. I was like, wow, no huddle again. No huddle again. Well, it keeps the defense on the heels, doesn't let them substitute, and kind of gets them tired too. So no time to catch a breath or rest. So that was a nice wrinkle that the Seattle tried to put on our defense. Okay, let's say, who do you think did best on defense? And who do you think did worse on defense? I would say.
Well, I feel like it's pretty easy for me. Busted well, even though he gets sacked. Yadam, oh my god, bench this guy.
I think Yadam. Yeah, I mean, he is not as advertised when he first came. He is not a good defender. He holds all the time. I mean, not all the time, but we've seen some pretty blatant holding.
And he also had a holding that didn't get called.
Well, that's good. I don't remember that exactly. It's just too many of them. Too many. Yeah, too many of them. I mean, he's freaking out and grabbing when there's no reason to grab. The guy's not open. You're right next to him. And he's like covering a tight end. He can't even cover a tight end either. He needs to grab them and cause a PI. We've given Yadam so many chances. The problem is we don't have anybody else. I mean, who's going to take Luter, maybe? I mean, I don't know.
Ambry Thomas?
Because we already put the rookie in, Ronaldo Green. I mean, who do we got left?
Well, Trevor Ward comes back.
If he comes back, yes. If not, what did you bench Yadam? Who's going to take over? Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
we had to start Rihanna. We're trapped right now. But like the Traverse Ward plays, put Ronaldo in instead.
I wonder if anybody else could play slot, play the nickel instead of Renard. Renard could
Ronaldo
stay
Green.
outside. Well,
They're
they didn't do it this
saying
time. They didn't do it this time. I wonder if they'll switch him out and put Green in slot because slot's not easy either, though. That's
he's
even
like the
a
only
harder
guy who can
spot.
do it.
Possibly. Maybe Luter has to be brought up and be a starter. I don't know. Maybe he has to start a game. I don't know.
And also the touchdown that got called back with DK Metcalf. George Odom was on DK Metcalf.
Once again, they did that with Jameson Williams,
They really want to bench him.
and then now they do it again. They keep putting this old safety on their best receiver, and they always go deep. Surprise, surprise. And he can't keep up with them. There's somebody's got to talk to Sorensen about that. that doesn't work. How about on the offense? Who do you think did well? Oh, a couple
Purdy.
people did, right? Purdy did well. What was his stat line? Let me check this out real quick. His stat was 18 for 28, 64.3%, 255 yards, QB, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Excellent, like you were saying.
It's
He
finally
does, and a QB rating of 129.3. It's pretty awesome.
and Debo also did well. He made it to the 2020 club. 20 receiving touchdowns, 20 rushing touchdowns. Well, first player to ever do that. So
First,
he's starting in the club.
oh, is it wide receiver or just any player? Huh?
I believe wide receiver.
Okay, first wide receiver to do that. And that was the receiving one he got today. So that means he already had 20 plus rushing touchdowns for a wide receiver. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Kittle, of course, 2 touchdowns, some great grabs by him, man. Jordan Mason deserves a game ball, I would say. He didn't finish the game, and he only played pretty much one half. But in that one half, he had 73 yards on 9 rushes, averaging 8.1 yards a carry. This guy is the real deal. Too bad he's injured. Hopefully, it's not that bad, and he'll be back for the next game against the Chiefs.
But like, imagine if Grendo's actually the real deal too. A crazy trio. We can rush McCaffrey and Mason.
Well, I won't jump on the Grendel train yet. I got to see more from him. I mean, besides that long run, I didn't see a whole lot out of him.
Yeah.
You know, I hopefully he will. Another shout out to what's his name again? Wright.
Matthew Wright.
Matthew Wright. Okay, Matthew Wright. 3 for 3 on field goals. 3 for 3 on extra points. He was perfect. That's as good as we can get.
Yeah,
okay,
but
what?
he got injured again. Well, not again for him, but like the kicker got injured again because he had to make a tackle on the kickoff return.
Yeah, because our special teams can't do it themselves. Our kicker has to get involved in the tackling. That's getting really annoying. Special teams coordinator
They can
Brian
wear
Schneider.
pads.
Bye bye. Huh?
They can wear pads.
Yeah, you're totally right.
At this point, gotta.
I know it seems like he's the last guy standing between that or a touchdown return.
And Aaron Banks also got hurt. He had cramps,
Yeah,
but
cramps.
he should be fine.
Cramps is okay. Yeah, cramps would be fine. Yeah. So, yeah, good job overall on the offense. I'm glad Samuel came through. Ayuk didn't do much at 37 yards. Jennings, 27 yards.
Yeah. He's clutch.
Not a whole lot. Like I said,
he's back to his usual production.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I would hope 2 wide receivers can go off. That would be really nice, but there's always one. One of them does. One's better than none, I guess. Jacob Cowing, now that guy needs to get some longer cleats or something because he keeps slipping on every single punt return he catches. How can he make a move or, be that energizer type of returner for us if he can't even step forward. A
Yeah.
step forward would be nice. Anyways, yeah, some things to clean up for sure. This wasn't a perfect game for sure, but much improved.
Yeah. Just the get right game.
I don't know if it's a get right game at all. I think we need a lot more than just get right. There's a lot of things to have to be fixed and improved upon for us to be real contenders and to have a chance to go deep into the playoffs. Um, one game is not going to do it, so even one win is not a get right for me. Uh, we need a streak. We need to beat the next couple of people, just the Chiefs and the Cowboys. No big deal, but maybe it's our time. But it's good we have this momentum going and a good feeling going into the next game. And we have a long week off since we played on Thursday. That's really nice too. So hopefully we can get healthy and have a good game plan against those Chiefs.
And then also third warner for DPOY.
Another peanut punch for him. Caused the fumble, but we weren't able to recover it. Yes, he's got to make some more plays if he wants to be the DPOY. Unfortunately, though, I think linebackers are kind of forgotten about. So he needs more, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I hope he can do it. I'm rooting for him, of course, right?
Yeah. It's been a while since linebacker won DPOY.
Yep.
Well, that wraps it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And goodbye, and we'll beat the Chiefs next time.
Yep.